It's Chris Martinez. This is Firearms Finishes and Engraving. So today I'm going to discuss my Glock G26. I'm going to go on the finish, and so I'll go ahead and gun is clear. So with these guns, Glock uses a NDLC finish, and you can get in kind of close on that. See, it's just a black, dull finish. It's not very shiny. It's the dullness. And the DLC finish is a diamond-like carbon. And from the research I've done, this is applied through physical vapor deposition. So it's done in a vacuum chamber, and the source material, whatever they're using, is on one side, and they introduce gases into the system, and the gases will take particles from that material and vaporize it into the air, and then those particles will attach themselves to your target material. And the diamond-like carbon is supposed to be a very hard substance. It's supposed to be very wear resistant, scratch resistant, which I will say, looking at this gun, I have no scratches on it, and I wear it in this holster quite often. I mean, I probably need a new holster now, but the holster is getting a little loose, so it's not like it's not had pressure on it all the time, and there's no pressure, or there's no wear marks on the slide or anything like that. Now, pull this off. The barrel has a little bit of wear on it. So, if you look at it, I'm turning it. It's supposed to have the same well, it has the same finish on it. So the thing is that before this finish is applied, it is Tennifer. It's a treatment they do to it, which gives it the kind of grayish color you're seeing on those wear marks. And the Tennifer protects the metal from corrosion or rusting, stuff like that. But the fact that the diamond-like carbon wears off, because on any spot where you're going to have a lot of contact, a lot of friction, or high impact areas, you're going to get these wear marks. And mine aren't as bad as a lot of the reports I've seen. This is over 1,000 rounds through this. Probably the most wear is inside the slide right there, where the barrel sits. And again, that's not near as bad as some of the guns I've seen that have 50 to 100 to 200 rounds in them and look 10 times as bad as mine does. So I'm not sure what the difference is there, if Glock changed the way they were applying these finishes, or if they were maybe more rough on their guns, or they weren't oiling them. I'm not 100%. But my experience with this is that it's not a bad finish. It does work well. You're gonna have wear on any metal that you have, any finish you put on any metal, on any surface that is, contacted. So one thought that I did have would be maybe to, keep this DLC finish on the outside, or maybe if you're using it on the barrel like they're doing, find a way to apply it a little thicker to make it as hard as it can be. Because the thinness that it's at now, I don't see that it really does much more than protect it from light scratches. Because any real abrasion, it wears off and fairly easy. So maybe a standard bluing that would change, the surface of the metal, to get a little bit deeper, so maybe you wouldn't see the wear quite as much or as quickly. But I really don't think they made a bad decision in the finish. Maybe a bad application of the finish would be a better way to put it. And of course, the frame of the pistol is polymer, so it's black plastic. There's nothing really to say about that. It's a polymer black finish. It works. Nothing on it needs to wear or anything, and I don't mind it. I like it. And of course, I've had it, used it, and it's not scratched or scuffed or torn to the point where you can't do anything with it. So, my opinions on this finish are just that. They did a very good job in what they did, in what they chose. They just need to choose how they apply this better. And well, it is a concealed carry purpose pistol as a subcompact 9mm. So you, for what it is, it's like I said, the pressure in the holster. I'm not getting wear patterns on the slide, and it's what you see with the gray is still protected metal, so you're still not going to have rust and corrosion. I really don't have any complaints with this. I would maybe choose a different finish if I got a different gun, just to have something else, but I don't see an issue with this. Overall, I do approve of this finish. So, when it comes to refinishing or touching up the gun, if you're just trying to fix some very minor scratches and whatnot, then Birchwood Casey's makes a super black that is supposed to be a really, really, really good color match for the Glock slides. The thing is, I wouldn't use that touch-up super black on aluminum receivers, like an AR receiver or something like that, just because it doesn't match very well. So you would get aluminum black for that. But if you need to do a complete refinish, if you want the Glock NDLC refinish on this, you would have to send it to them. The equipment is really expensive. I don't have the means to get it, and to send it to them, it's like $45 when I looked. So it's not super expensive to have them refinish your slide. But also, I don't know if that's something that they would go over specifically in a Glock Armor's course or not. So that is another thing to consider. But those are my thoughts on the finish on my Glock slide.